We're continuing with Jack Kirby's Fourth World with New Gods number 2. Proceed then, Desaad. The sonic stimuli cannot affect one such as myself. But I must have subjects, master. Allow me to summon those wretches in my keeping. This is short. There are your subjects. Yes, master, we are in your service. Do not feed us to the Desaad's vile instruments. The pleas go unheeded as invisible beams lash out and wring terror from the screaming targets. Ah, save us! Ah! See, Darkseid, how the emotion of fear is stimulated by the waves. Very effective, Desaad. You're a genius at your work. Emotional turmoil breaks the dikes of the mind and releases the flood of which we must fish. Desaad, perhaps in this very city is the mind which will yield the anti-life equation, the ability to control all free will. Yes, this time we must strike among larger numbers, ever larger. I have a field model placed in a strategic point of the city. It waits for your approval, great Darkseid. Strike then, Desaad, strike fear among those massed minds. Meanwhile, Orion orients his friends on the great scope of the war. What is this thing, Orion? It's some kind of box. Why must we touch it? Ping, 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 ping. It feels strangely warm and makes a sort of electronic sound like a computer. The young of New Genesis call it a mother box. It does what is beneficial to its user. In this case, what? Mother box will help you to see through my eyes, to see the images my words evoke. A movie without film, that's wild. Roll, man, roll. Now see for yourselves the invasion of Earth by the fierce creatures of Apocalypse. The circle of flaming energy signals the coming of the boom tube, the dimensional bridge from which Darkseid's subjects pour. Boom! Hurry, you have your appointed tasks. Now they roam Earth to fulfill Darkseid's objective. Some are servitors, others are beings of frightful power. They thrive in every element. Whether the new arrivals to Earth's waters, those known on Apocalypse as, or witness the arrival, as the Deep Six. And the awesome digger Mantis, whose mammoth power rivals that of Darkseid himself. Even now he tunnels somewhere beneath us, planning untold havoc. So this is a tie-in to the Forever People. I shall take my share of booty here. Let mankind serve the victor. And this is a great image by Jack Kirby. This is fantastic. Another great image. These monsters prowl and seek in Darkseid's cause, not only in the known domains, but also in stranger places, like the wild area, where a bizarre dropout society may hold the secret which Darkseid yearns to possess. And now we're tying into Jimmy Olsen. But wait, Mother Box detects an invisible beam sweeping this very city. The panic of fleeing hundreds. I've got to run, hide. Something's happening, something terrible, help. Of course. Darkseid's second in command plays with his toys. What's wrong, my friends? Why do you cower and cringe as if to escape some nameless fear? The beam penetrates these walls. You have become its victims. Stay back, we're afraid. I'm trained to resist all degrees of fear. I shall carry the fight. When I don this equipment, Orion is sole possessor of the dreaded Astro Force. I am ready for battle, Mother Box. Now find that invisible beam. Like an avenging angel, Orion sweeps towards his mission. The city is loud with the sounds of hysteria. I must be swift. The drivers of vehicles are mad with fear. I must halt the spread of casualties. Bam! Scree! Quickly, Mother Box. Lives are at stake. Lock onto that beam. Ping, 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 ping. She's tracked it. Now to follow the beam to its source. So that's it. A fear generator focused, disguised as a great billboard. Clever, Desaad. The Astro Force shall cleanse this foul spot. But the sign is protected. Light bulbs erupt in a deadly fusillade of cosmic force. I'm hit back. Zzz. Orion fires even as he falls. Vroom. I've done it. The beam is destroyed. But the speed of this descent could mean the end of Orion. A firing of the astral force will slow my fall. That's much better. I'm achieving proper flight position. Luckily, the street below was empty of passerbys. So the battle is renewed. The enemy will use new weapons, but I shall find them and destroy them as well. And at that moment, Orion thwarts us again. He might have tracked us here, were it not for my protective shields. Forget Orion. It is your fear machine that yields nothing, not the slightest trace of thought waves we seek. Orion has made a mockery of this test. When we capture him, give him to me. You're a fool, Desaad, blinded by your own mania. We could never take one such as Orion captive. His kind dies in battle, and death would look greater than a vermin like you. So the great Darkseid rises quickly to the defense of an enemy. Orion is an enemy to be respected. Yes, it is strange how very like us he is in his fierceness and silence, Desaad. Were Orion my own son, he would mean nothing to the purpose of our mission. And in that mission we must not fail. Later in Dave Lincoln's apartment, I'm still shaken. I've never known such fear. Thanks to Orion, the machine was wrecked. But I've taken enough. I'm ready to help fight Darkseid. I'm scared silly, but count me in. Whatever I can do, consider it done. I am at your service, Orion. We shall work together, then. Somehow we shall find the means to rally wherever Darkseid shows his hand. And I shall strike with these. Though I be of a peaceful new Genesis, I shall strike with more ferocity than can be mustered in all apocalypse. And in the end, O Earth, which of you two shall win in your domain? Next issue, the Black Racer is coming. Who is he after? You or? And the next issue we will look at is Jimmy Olsen.